Welcome back to Book Bite Insights, where big ideas meet bite-sized brilliance. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fact by Mark Manson offers a refreshing perspective on living a fulfilling life. Instead of chasing constant positivity, Manson encourages us to embrace life's challenges, choose our battles wisely, and let go of societal expectations. Through raw honesty, he teaches that pain, failure, and discomfort are essential to personal growth. This book isn't just about carelessness. It's about learning what truly matters and committing to it fully. Key point one, stop caring about everything. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to waste your time and energy on things that don't matter. Social media noise, endless opinions, and the pursuit of shallow goals can pull you in a million directions. But if you want to live a life that counts, you need to choose what's worth fighting for. You don't need to give a ethic about every issue, every comment, or every new challenge that comes your way. The truth is, your energy is finite, and once you spread yourself too thin, you lose your focus. Focus only on the things that align with your values, the things that will actually move you forward. Time is your most valuable asset. Don't waste it on the trivial. The secret is simple. Pick your battles. When you do, you'll discover that your energy multiplies, and so does your impact. Stop being everything to everyone. Focus on what truly matters and let the rest fade away. Key point two, pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional. We live in a world that constantly tries to avoid discomfort, but growth doesn't come from living in comfort. Pain, in all its forms, is part of life. It's not something you can avoid or run from forever. The real question is, how will you handle it? If you try to avoid pain, you live in fear. If you resist it, you create suffering. But when you accept pain, when you embrace it as a natural part of your journey, you unlock your true potential. Growth doesn't happen in the safety zone. Real strength is built in the moments of challenge and struggle. The key is to embrace discomfort, knowing that on the other side lies personal evolution. The pain you experience will shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Stop running from pain, and you'll find your greatest power in learning how to move through it. Key point three, own your choices. Responsibility is the key to freedom. We love to blame our circumstances, the people around us, or even fate when things go wrong. But the truth is, we are always in control of our lives. Every choice you make shapes your future. You have the power to decide how you react, how you respond, and how you rise from every challenge. When you stop playing the victim and start owning your decisions, you reclaim your freedom. This is not about blaming yourself for things outside of your control. It's about taking full responsibility for your actions and your reactions. When you make this shift, you stop being at the mercy of others and start living on your own terms. The more responsibility you take, the more power you gain. You stop being a passenger in your own life and start driving it forward. This is true freedom, the freedom to choose, to act, and to create the life you want. Key point four, failure is the pathway to success. In a world that celebrates winners, failure often gets the wrong reputation. But let's face it, success without failure is an illusion. Failure isn't the end. It's a necessary part of the journey. Every failure is a lesson, a stepping stone that leads you closer to your goals. When you fail, you learn what doesn't work, which brings you one step closer to finding out what does. No one who's ever achieved greatness did so without facing failure head-on. The greatest innovators, thinkers, and leaders have all been through failures that pushed them to the next level. Failure is uncomfortable, yes, but it's also one of the most powerful teachers. So stop fearing failure. It's not about avoiding it. It's about learning from it, growing from it, and using it to push yourself higher. Key point five, choose values wisely. Your values define your life. We all have values, but many of us are unaware of what they truly are. Our values dictate our decisions, our relationships, and the way we live day to day. But not all values are created equal. Some are shallow, fleeting, and lead us down paths we never wanted to take. Others are rooted in who we really are, in the things that matter most to us. The challenge is to identify the values that are worth living by, those that align with your highest potential. These values become your compass in life, guiding your actions and decisions, even when times are tough. When you live according to strong, authentic values, you'll find peace and fulfillment, no matter the chaos around you. Choosing the right values requires introspection and courage. But once you do, they will empower you to live a life that's truly your own. Key point 6. Approval is a trap. We all crave validation from our friends, family, colleagues, and even strangers. But that constant need for approval keeps us stuck in a cycle of insecurity and self-doubt. The moment you start seeking external validation, you lose your authenticity. You begin living for others, not for yourself. The truth is, you can never please everyone, and the more you try, the more lost you become. True freedom comes when you stop seeking approval and start validating yourself. When you stop looking for permission to be who you are, you step into your true power. This isn't about rejecting feedback or turning away from constructive criticism. It's about trusting your own judgment and standing firm in your beliefs. The moment you stop needing others' approval is the moment you become unapologetically yourself. And in that freedom, you find the real strength to live boldly, authentically, and fully. Key point 7. Expectations are the root of disappointment. We often expect life to unfold a certain way, and when it doesn't, we feel frustrated, angry, or let down. But life is unpredictable. Holding on to rigid expectations only creates unnecessary stress and frustration. When you learn to let go of expectations, you free yourself from the shackles of disappointment. Instead of demanding perfection from yourself or others, focus on progress and growth. Life won't always go according to your plan, and that's okay. When you release the need for everything to be perfect, you open yourself up to the beauty of life's unpredictability. Letting go of expectations allows you to enjoy the present moment, free from the burden of what should have been. Embrace the twists and turns. Life is much more exciting when you stop trying to control every outcome. Key point 8. Purpose is the fuel for life. Without purpose, life feels empty, like you're just going through the motions. Purpose gives your life direction. It's the reason you wake up every day. Without it, you're adrift in a sea of meaningless distractions. But when you find your purpose, everything changes. Suddenly, the challenges you face become opportunities for growth. The obstacles are just stepping stones towards something greater. Purpose doesn't have to be grand. It can be as simple as pursuing something that aligns with your deepest values. When you live with purpose, you stop wasting time on things that don't matter and focus on what truly brings fulfillment. Purpose adds meaning to everything you do. It connects your actions to a higher goal, making every moment more significant. Find your purpose, and you'll discover the energy, clarity, and drive you need to live an extraordinary life. Thanks for watching. If the subtle art of not giving a fuck inspired you to rethink your approach to life's challenges, you're not alone. We recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle for a deep dive into living in the present moment, and You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero for empowering insights on self-belief and personal growth. If this summary resonated with you, like, comment, and subscribe for more transformative ideas in bite-sized videos. Until next time, choose your battles, live with purpose.